Outside nightclub, the might boys in super blue jackets, yeah. Keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. Press A. If you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps. It's gonna be crap.
Of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 18 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 7 yards there and a first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Howell down to throw it.
Got an open man. It's Pringle.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Howell from the gun. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Howell looking to throw again.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, and they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, elusiveness is certainly one of his calling cards, and that trait on full display there on the touchdown run.
And normally when you get down near the goal line, it's power football that wins the day. But here, he shows off his footwork and that make-you-miss ability that he possesses, and he carries it into the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Achane on the...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up. And
the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Howell.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Now Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, it's Tua.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and we are tied at 7.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And Howe will throw it.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And the Washington offense heading out as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Bradley Chubb coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. One last shot before the break. Howell. His throw incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And that one currently at the half with the score 16-7. Devontae Parker, a touchdown catch in that first half. Let's stay in the AFC East and head a few states down to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
back to the ground with Robinson.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Powell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Miami's offense set and ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Good move at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Complete to number 28. 1 yard gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Tua.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Throwing Tua. They'll run Achane.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he can't get a throw off. He's Huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. Running right. Here's Achane.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Tua.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great.
Yeah. Sky boy. Sky boy. Sky boy. Sky boy. Sky boy. Sky boy. Sky boys. Outside nightclub. The might boys. In super blue jackets, yeah. Keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. Well, hey, if you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps. It's gonna be crap.